a work breakdown structure, or a WBS. What is a work breakdown structure? You take any goal in your mind, right? You take any project or goal that you want to and break it down into its smallest units, and then you try to organize them. Now, even for the vegetarians, just here's a thought to think about. Even if you had to eat an elephant, the only way to do it would be to eat it one bite at a time. And that's what the whole logic of a work breakdown structure is. You try and break down a big, large, complex thing into smaller and smaller units so that you can tackle it one bite at a time. You start with the big idea, you start with that big goal or the big idea in mind, and then you slowly add tasks and then add subtasks, and it goes on building up that way, right? Yesterday, many of us put our visions out there, and I saw some beautiful visions coming up in terms of someone wanting to travel, someone wanting to be on the cover of a magazine, someone wanting to make a TED talk, someone wanting to write a book. These are all big, daunting tasks. And while it's exciting, but it's also very, very scary. And the only way to deal with some of these things in our life is to break it down. And that's why this work breakdown structure is a very, very powerful tool. Now, here's a simple rule that I want to share with all of us that we need to follow when we make a work breakdown structure. One, it needs to be mutually exclusive. So let's say if I want to describe what is on my feet, okay, I would say there are shoes and there are laces. But shoes and laces are not mutually exclusive. The laces are automatically by default inside the shoe. So if I just say shoes, it's enough. I don't need to say exclusive. I don't need to say laces, right? So each block should ideally be mutually exclusive, and they should be collectively exhaustive. That means it should, if I need to go out dressed, I need to have a shirt, I need to have a pant, I need to have a shoe, I need to have a pair of shoes. And ideally I should also be wearing socks and some undergarments. So together all these boxes should be everything that I need to have certainly before I go out. I will not go out without wearing a pant, right? I may take a Zoom call without wearing a pant. I'll show you what. Right? So whatever we do when we work with critical thinking and with logic, let's remember this rule called MEES, which is mutually exclusive and collectively exhaustive. Okay, it's a very simple and powerful rule, and whenever you sit down and make a list of options and possibilities or a project plan, if you remember MEES, it will be very, very helpful. Now let's get straight to work breakdown structure. Now I'm going to share some examples of work breakdown structures that we've made at Enterprise. So this was for a project which we wanted to get sponsorship for. So you see we put one sticky note right on top that said sponsorship. And then the immediate few things that came in our mind was budget, then find out the value proposition for the sponsors, what will be the package for different types of sponsors, what kind of a brochure do we make, what kind of pitch do we want to make, and then under each, some subtasks were built. Just using simple sticky notes, 3M sticky notes, we built this work breakdown structure. Now here you see three different ways of three different applications that we have used for a work breakdown structure. It could be for planning a product, so maybe you want to build a new type of notebook, and then there are 4 features that you think, and for each of those 4 features you can think of some more things that need to be done or some more sub features that need to be built. Or it could be for planning an event, or it could be used to plan a marketing campaign, right? So it can be used for any number of things, it could be used to prepare breakfast for your family tomorrow morning. So it's a really fun thing to do together. Just, if you get together with a few friends, family, and sit down and brainstorm and organize it into a work breakdown structure, putting a project together can actually be a lot of fun. It's also super useful to communicate an idea or a plan. So here you see our friend Dhruv sharing his plan to a potential investor who had visited us, right? So it helps you to organize your thoughts and your communication in a logical way. And it's really so easy to do. You don't need anything fancy. You just need a few chits of paper, ideally sticky notes, and you can start plugging them wherever you are. So if you come to our space, you will see these chits like stuck all over the place. What we want you to do is use a very simple tool which all of us have access to. I'm going to share a different screen of mine with you. You should see now a screen which shows a Google Docs, okay? And all of us use Gmail, all of us have access to Google Drive. Now there is a app within Google Drive called Google Draw. And it's a very beautiful, very simple app that we can use to create logic trees and various types of flowcharts and diagrams. It's very simple. You have all the shapes available here. You can just go and pick up a shape. You can draw it, and then you can pick up a line or an arrow and you can kind of connect that. The beauty is that you can connect the line to a node on the shape and then it gets connected, which means that now if I move the shape, you see the line also moves with it. So if you see over here, if I have something, make mom's friends mine. If I move this box, the lines connected to it also move. So it becomes very easy to change this flow. And it's also super powerful because you can kind of get a few friends on and you can work on it together collaboratively online. So here, my friend Nisha has built a work breakdown structure to build a local green community, right? So the first thing that would come in my mind would be to make some friends in the city. If I want to build a community, I might want to learn more about the crisis. I might want to actually do something about it. So these are three big blocks that come straight below build local green community. And under make friends in the city would be call my school friends, try harder. Under each of them, there would be some further sub-action points, right? So that's how you create a work breakdown structure.